Good morning, Washington. This is Big Dave. Hi, how you doing? For today, which is Saturday, the Sunday, the 25th of September, 2011. And just wanted to point out a couple things. Here's Saturday's real estate section in the Washington Post. And if you'll notice here, they run a Fairfax County breakdown of all the different real estate prices and all the zip codes. Okay, data, including this little map here. Well, if you remember from my Dave TV of last weekend, I reported that the Post ran the Fairfax County breakdown in the real estate section. So 2 weeks in a row, they've run the same real estate county breakdown. 2 weeks in a row. And both times they ran a map here that is wrong. If you look here at my zip code, 20191, it says there's been a 3% or more change in the price. But when you look at the table, 20191, it says there's a 1% change in the price. So they ran the wrong, error-filled graphic for the second weekend in a row. Hello, is there anybody at home at the Washington Post? Hello? Some green tea. Okay, I'm doing a third. I did a Dave TV on Friday, and I did another Dave TV on Saturday. I'm doing another Dave TV today. Why? Because I just wanted to get caught up, because I didn't do a Dave TVs for a couple days because I was having my ceiling repainted and everything was in commotion here. So anyhow, what we're going to focus on today is a real quick one. We're going to show you what people are listening to in the Washington market on radio on the weekends. Now, the weekend radio ratings tend to differ quite a bit from the weekday radio ratings because people tend to be, I think, listening more to music in their cars, kind of, chilling out. They're not commuting, so they're not really listening to weather and traffic and news updates as much. So let's see what the ratings are for the latest ratings for the second week of September 2011. This is the money demo. Okay, the money demo for weekends age 25-54, both sexes. Okay, so let's see what stations are being listened to on the weekends. Okay, let's start at number 30. If you look at 30, we have a three-way tie there between WDCN 87.7 Spanish, Baltimore Jack FM QSR, Baltimore Rocker WYYY 98 Rock, and WAFI Key 103 up there in Frederick. That's in the Washington market. So a three-way tie for these four music stations. Okay. Interesting. I had my Hispanic painter here from the painting company over the weekend, and I asked him what he listened to on the radio, and he pretty much just said El Zal. And I said, did you know there's another Spanish station on 87.7? And he didn't even know about that station. I said, well, try it sometime. You might like it. But he pretty much listened to El Zal. He said he did occasionally listen to AM Spanish, all the little stations over there, but his main station was 99.1 El Zal, WLZL. So there. So somebody can take note of that. Anyhow, okay, so 29th is interesting, Christian Contemporary out of Baltimore, WRBS. 27th place, we have a tie between AVA-FM and WTEM, both bit talkers. WTEM is a sports talker, AVA runs Christian righty talk. So, they're not doing, these stations definitely take a dip on the weekends because they're, I think a lot of people aren't listening to talk. And, of course, look at JFK on the weekends, 26th place. They definitely always, the station has traditionally, ever since it dropped the Redskins, always been really, really weak on the weekends. And WMAL, only 25th place on the weekends. Now that they have the 105.9 signal, I'm listening more to them on the weekends this weekend, and man, they have a horrible schedule on the weekends. It is pretty much unlistenably bad. PFW and WFRE, country out of Frederick, are tied for 23rd on the weekends here in Washington. This is interesting. The Eagle 106.9 classic rock out of Hagerstown, WWEG, 22nd place. It's interesting that on the weekends among the key demo, more people are listening to classic rock WWEG out of Hagerstown than they're listening to WMAL, WJFK, and WTEM. That's interesting to me. 20th place, we have a tie between WERQ, adult urban contemporary out of Baltimore, and WFLS country out of Frederick. And then for 18th place, we have a tie between WVRX 105.9 Classic Rock, The Edge, and WETA FM. Of course, WVRX is no more, so that will go away. But they did okay on the weekends there. Here's a good, interesting one. Wink FM, adult contemporary out of Winchester, does 17th place in the music listening. Tell you, music stations do tend to go up on the weekends. Quite a good number for them for being such a out of market station. They're actually doing better than JFK and TEM and even MAL. Praise 104.3, 16th place. Fresh 94.7, 15th place. Big, 14th place. We have a three-way tie at 11th place between PGC, El Zol, my painter's favorite station, and Christian Contemporary WGTS. That's on the weekends, 2554. Now we get into the top 10, and rounding out the top 10 is WMZQ Country. 9 is Urban Contemporary KYS. 8th is WRQX, Hot Adult Contemporary Mix 107.3. For 6th place, we have a tie between two stations down the hall from each other in Rockville, WASH 97.1 Adult Contemporary and DC 101 Alt Rock on 101.1. WAMU with its car talk and its cool NPR shows. The Animal Show there with Sam Litzinger, they get a 5th place, which is pretty good. Then a tie at 3rd place for Hot 99.5 and WMJ Magic 102.3. 2nd place, WHUR, really does well on the weekends. And, of course, believe it or not, the steamroller of WTOP, even though it's a news station, talk station, even does well on the weekends, 1st place. Second week in September. Now, this includes the period of even though it's technically the 2nd week of September, this also includes the period of late August, early September when we had the hurricane and the earthquake. So, probably a number of people were without power over this period and were listening to WTOP. But that's quite an interesting thingo there. All right, folks. Any big news to report over the weekend? Let's see what's on DCR TV today. Now we've got an 85th photo gallery up on DCR TV Plus. I really, if you haven't helped this out, support the site. Donation would be wonderful. Just PayPal the money to my DCRTV@hotmail.com address, or click on the support link on my site, and you go and get my address, mail me a check. We've been running this site for almost 15. This is our 14th anniversary, I guess, September. I haven't really promoted that. I really should. The 14th anniversary. We started in 1997. 14 years at DCR TV, largely thanks to your donations, because we wouldn't be here if this is my primary job, and I would be doing something else if I wasn't making money doing this. So thank you all very much, and don't forget to any little bit counts. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm watching a really cool sci-fi movie. What is it? I don't even know. Some people going to Venus and finding dinosaurs. But yeah, that's cool, baby. Any other big news this weekend? Nah, nothing much. Slow weekend for news. That's it. Dave TV. So enjoy your weekend radio listening, and tune in for the latest in Washington, Baltimore media news coming. Oh yeah, the Baltimore Sun. I forgot to say that. Oh, here we go. The Baltimore Sun is starting up is going to start charging for subscriptions to their. It's going to start charging for access to its website come October the 10th, which I think is a really dumb idea. First off, if you're going to do that, at least give your current print subscribers free access. Don't have them pay more, which the Sun is going to do. And then they're going to charge a fee. People are just, I'd say about 2/3, 3/4 of the people that go to the Sun site probably just will stop going there. They really will. Or they'll be using, it's crazy. You can get Baltimore news from Channel 13, 11, and 2. Their websites in 45, which I'm sure will get bolstered up. I'm sure some other people will, like the Patch.com sites in Baltimore, will bolster up their news, and people just go elsewhere for their free news. I think the Sun's making a big mistake. It's not that good of a newspaper. People like David Zerwick, he isn't that good. I'm not saying all their columnists aren't that good, but, he's kind of an exemplary example. All right, folks. I bet you they change it. What do you bet? Why do you bet by November 1st they drop the plan? It's a stupid idea. Dumb idea. All right, folks, that's Dave TV for today, hitting the 10-minute mark. Have a good one, and don't forget to stay tuned and cut. Pray!